completely guessing in the dark. I did check my other fittings. If you look right here, this also has some thread tape on it, and so does this one right here. So it's not like I'm just an idiot girl doing this. I mean, that's besides the point, but this one doesn't. That's a little bit different connector, and that's a different connector. But the ones on the end have, oh, this one actually has hydraulic tape on it too. See, look at that. I think that's tape, unless that's putty. Yeah, that's tape. All right, New Holland, I'm going off your equipment. So if putting Teflon tape is bad, then you guys need to write New Holland and tell them not to put it on their implements, because that's what I'm using as my excuse. Hey guys, and welcome back. I have not forgotten you, I promise. It has been a crazy, busy summer trying to get stuff done, and it's still far behind. But I do have a video for you today, and you also will have the chance to win for yourself anywhere from $250 all the way up to almost $4,000 in cash. I am not joking, and it's very easy. Stay tuned, I will fill you in on more details on that. But for now, let's get to work fixing that hay cutter. Those of you who have ever had to fix a hydraulic line on your equipment, put a comment down below on how it went for you. This is a completely new experience for me, and of course, it doesn't go smoothly. Let's take a look. It must have bounced and caught the PTO and just shredded it. All right, it is time for another repair video. Woo, yay! I know last year we went, I think, the whole year without having any repairs to be made. That was fantastic. And this year we were cruising along pretty good. But there was one repair that was my fault and another repair that just, well, stuff going out. Oh, hey, if you guys are not familiar with the WT Farm Girls channel, I am a first generation farmer. I have zero experience repairing or fixing anything. I'm not mechanically inclined, but it seems that I have a certain knack for being able to repair equipment. And the rule of thumb is, if you use it, you fix it. So I'm at it getting stuff repaired. You can go back and look at some of my other repair videos. They're a little helter-skelter, but you'll get the gist. So if you didn't see my previous video where I wrapped the PTO shaft around my hydraulic line, yeah, there it is. Completely my fault. I was going too fast across a field that I wasn't familiar with, didn't know where all the bumps were, and somehow I think this might have come loose, caught the PTO shaft, and then tangled my hose. So don't worry though, you can see all this cracking here. It was actually cracked pretty decently before the blowout. This hose line has kind of been in need of repair, at least from this end up. It's been in rough shape. Several of you guys private messaged me and told me in comments that I would not have had this happen if I'd had a PTO cover on it like I'm supposed to. Long ago in another previous video, this actually had a cover. You can see there's a cover right there. It had the matching cover for the top, which made putting this beast on a real SOB of a trick. When I was driving back from a rented field, the top of it popped off and landed in the road. And some kind soul thought they'd be so nice to take it home with them instead of setting it on the side for me to come back 10 minutes later and claim. So I had to go to work buying this part. This was $300. The PTO cover to go on that was another $350. Little bit expensive if you ask me. But here's the real reason why I didn't opt to put the PTO cover on. This thing right here actually spins with my PTO, or at least the old one did. So this hose, if you look right here, you can see this whole line that's stripped off. This part actually had been worn all the way down to the metal wire here. Yes, and that wasn't because I didn't have the cover on. That was actually from the cover. Now it might have prevented it from fully getting wrapped around it, but it was still hitting on there and it was still burning through my PTO line. So I knew this line was gonna need to be replaced regardless. All right, so let's get it done. This is one full line. And it comes all the way back down here. Fortunately, on this hay cutter, it's not gonna be too difficult to pull off. You see it connects right into this piston right here. The hydraulic line raises the piston and lowers it. So right here, if you can see, we've got a cotter pin there and a cotter pin here. Actually, I forget, this is not a cotter pin, it's something else. But yeah, so we are actually we're gonna take this one out. So you can see we have a spring here. So we're gonna take this pin out. I'm gonna get some pliers, bend that back closed, hammer this guy this way out, and he should come right out, which will allow this to drop back, which will allow me access to the hydraulic line, which connects in right back there somewhere. Let's do it. Okay, so for tools, I have my ball peen hammer. I have my pliers, which are stuck together apparently. And then I have a punch. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need it, but I brought it just in case. Now, long ago, I had this sub named Edward in Canada, and he sent me this whole big pile of used tools that he found at a garage sale one day. He sent them from Canada, so I'm sure it cost him a small fortune to ship them to America. But anyway, I thought to myself, why do I need a punch? What am I going to use this for? It seemed kind of absurd. But let me tell you, I have been using them, almost every single one of them, for something or other. They are the handiest things to have. So, you know, sometimes you have a tool and you just don't know what you're going to use it for, so you don't buy it. But when someone sends it to you, you find a reason to use it. Oh, snap. Has anyone else been having issues with wasps this year? Like, I think this year is like the worst I've seen for random wasp nests. Ah, got it. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if this thing's gonna work. Okay, not too tricky. We got this one out. All right, place your bets. Do you think this thing's gonna come out easy, or do you think it's gonna be a pain in my butt? Ah! Oh gosh, there's a wasp nest right there. Oh, okay, I found the wasp nest. It's literally right where my hand just reached right in. Oh gosh. Don't worry, I have some hornet killer, but man, I am so fed up with these stupid things. Like, seriously. At least they're minding their own business at the moment, but I'm gonna be forever envisioning wasps everywhere. I don't even know. I'm sure there's more on this thing somewhere else. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Back when we first moved on to this property, we hadn't even moved on to it yet. We were just getting it ready to move on to. And so we went through and we took our sickle bar and we cut all of the grass in there because we thought the horses needed the grass cut. We didn't know the horses could just graze the grass and it would be fine. So Eric went through and he cut the entire field down, and we started installing the fence posts in here. So we walked out into the field, and lo and behold, there were 3 bumblebee nests in the ground, and they all came swarming out as soon as we walked down there. Bumblebees, not hornets. I mean big fat sucker bumblebees. And we ran off screaming, all of us. I never knew that bumblebees nested in the ground, or at least these guys were. I haven't seen any bumblebees in the ground since then, but man, that was just a little more scary than I was expecting. Let's see if this will work. This is gonna be fun. Okay, I doused that thing. Oh my gosh. Hopefully they're not gonna fly out angry. I'll leave this here. Oh, they're all angry. All right, so we're gonna see if we can shove some of this through. Oh, baby. These things are on pretty tight. There's 3 of them. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I thought this was gonna be really rough. Beautiful. And see, he just dropped on down. Give him a little more shove. Oh, see, there he goes. All right, I have an adjustable wrench. Mr. Wasp is still flying around. I'm gonna jump in here and see if we can do this. See, he's just hanging out up there like, hey, no big deal. I'm just gonna wash my butt here a minute. So the problem is that obviously this is under high pressure, so this has to be exceptionally tight. So you have two screws that basically screw into each other, and I'm not exactly sure which way it screws. I got it. Oh, baby. I don't know if it's the right direction, but it's moving. I'm so proud of myself I got that off. I know for a lot of you guys it'd be just like a whatever moment, but a lot of these things, like, you guys can wrench on super tight, so that someone like me who doesn't have as much strength and much smaller hands, I have a hard time getting stuff untightened. All right, we have a line here. Hopefully I have the right connectors for this. I'm not sure. I went to Tractor Supply and bought some different connectors. These are all 3/8, and there's two different kinds of 3/8 swivels. It's a JIC. I don't know what JIC is. No clue. So we have got this one, and we have this one, which is in upside down. And this one is just a regular pipe swivel. This one is a JIC swivel. I'm not exactly sure what the difference here is. Oh, it's how they connect, it looks like. So I think this one right here on the left side is going to be more what I'm looking for, but we have them both there just in case. I also realized I'm missing another part because I have to get 2 cable lines because they don't sell cable lines long enough unless you go to John Deere and pay $300, which we're not going to do. All right, here's our end. All right, we're gonna try the JC swivel and see if this will do it. All right, so this one is fitting on there pretty good, but we need to make sure that this one's gonna fit. The only thing is, this isn't gonna go in very far. All right, so this is the one that we are officially going with. This is the JIC swivel. So this one will fit on the end right here. This is literally like the highlight of my day, is just seeing the clouds go by. And God is kind enough to give me such beautiful, beautiful clouds out here. So this is what we have. This is our main line so far. Right here, we're gonna have to extend it by 2 more. So we've got a line there and a smaller line right there. Don't ask me why I did it like that. That's just the way I did it. So anyway, to connect the lines, we're gonna need, I believe, hopefully, a 3/8 female to a 3/8 female pipe. And here's another one. This one I got at Tractor Supply, and they're out of everything. So I had to get this one at Family Farm, and they're out of everything. Everyone is out of hydraulic supplies. And this stuff I had to order on Amazon. Now, these are converters. I don't know why I was thinking that I could get a 3/8 to a 1/2 inch end. So we need a 1/2 inch on this end. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I'm wondering if they even sent me the right one. Yeah, this is pretty much my summer in a nutshell. My brain is not working. I literally just mentioned that I had a converter, and then I started freaking out because my coupling is a 1/2 inch. Hello. This is a 1/2 inch to a 1/2 inch. I ordered a 3/8 to a 1/2 inch. I just realized something else. It's okay, you can laugh. I have been so stressed out with so many things going on. It's just, my brain is fried. You know what these are? These are converters to convert a 1/2 inch into 3/8 because I couldn't find anybody that sold 3/8 to 1/2 inch plugs online. There was nobody that sold them. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm fine. We'll get this video done. Okay, so here's our first connector. I think I did that backwards. Next line. All right, last one. I always seem to do it backwards, like I said. You also want to make sure when you go to thread your pipe that you don't overhang the hole either, because that can cause a lot of issues. This goes like this. See that? And then this end goes on your hydraulic end right here. But I gotta tape it first. Like that. Just doing the best I can, and I still put my tape on reverse-wise. I love it. I love it all. Let's hope this is gonna do it. Oh, alright. They connected, so that's good. Definitely nervous. Where do you guys want to sit to watch the carnage? I don't know. Where should I put you? What's going to be the best vantage point? And like most connections, you are definitely going to want to make sure that you go through and double check your connections with the wrench. I recommend getting the engine good and warm and pumping the hydraulic fluid back and forth, raising it and lowering it several times to kind of get the lines warmed up. The warmer you can get it, the better, and then just go through and tighten everything down and make sure it's not leaking. And then you should be good to go. And that's the end of that. All right, so do you want to win $250 or better yet, do you want to win $4,000? As you know, many YouTubers are approached by companies to sell their products, and in return they either get the product to try or they get a commission off that product. or they might be compensated with money. Sounds like a great deal, doesn't it? Don't you guys wish you had the chance to do that? What if I told you that I'm giving you that chance? You ready? As I mentioned at the beginning, I have a lot of puppies to sell. 18 puppies to be exact. Actually, I think we're down to... I need to spend more time farming and more time editing videos for you guys. I can't be spending so much time trying to sell my puppies. So that's where you guys come in. I am willing to give you guys $250 for every puppy referral you manage. Here's how it's gonna work. You tell your friends about our puppies for sale. Here's the website. Your friend decides they want to purchase a puppy. Now they might be local here in Michigan or they might be out of state. But here's the best deal. Plus, you get $250 in your pockets. All you have to do is comment your name down below and let me know that you're telling your friends about the puppies. Your friend says, oh, my friend John Smith told me about your puppies for sale. I find your comments in this video, I contact you and say, hey, send me your email, I'm gonna PayPal you $250. Boom, that easy. You tell more friends buy puppies, you could earn up to almost $4,000, depending on how many puppies are left, and you thought you had to be a YouTuber to get those amazing kickback deals. No, not today. So what is so amazing about the French Bulldogs, and why did we decide to breed them? The reason is they're smaller, they're about 25 to 30 pounds. They are athletic. They do great in all 4 seasons here in Michigan. They love to play in the snow. They love to play in the water. Some of them can swim. We haven't tried ours yet. We just don't go out swimming very often. They love to run and play with toys. They are great with all animals. They are great with all family. Very personable, very loyal, and they look so darn cute. And best of all, our parents are all fully health tested, so no genetic recurring diseases. Plus, they come with some really cool colors that most of your friends aren't going to have. So you can go to the website, you can refer your friends to the website. Again, all you have to do is tell your friends about the website and why they might be interested in buying one of our dogs. Because you can earn yourself $250 and your friend can earn themselves $250 towards their puppy. If you're still curious, if you're getting this video late in the game and you're not sure if this is still happening, just take a look at the comments. I'm going to keep the pinned comments. I will let you know when it's closed and I'm not taking any more referrals. But if you don't see that pinned comment at the top that it's closed, I'm still taking referrals. So definitely hit the bandwagon and earn yourself some money. That's it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, like I said, I'm going to try to get back to more videos. We've got a ton of stuff yet to do before winter, and I'm freaking out because there's so much to be done now that we have the Christmas trees. And I know you're wondering how those are doing. I had a video interview with a local Christmas tree farmer, the guy that retired and sold off his Christmas trees. He came out here and gave me some great advice, looked at our farm. It was a great interview. That's coming up. Hay season, our last cutting of the year, was horrific. You guys will be filling on all of that too, so just be patient and let's get those puppies sold so we can get more videos done. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.